tale of two heels. And you have to pick a hero in this scenario. And it's almost hard to pick a hero because on one hand, they're like, okay, Paulo Costa, Botticina, he fights Marvin Vettori, gets pieced up on the feet in his last fight, comes in heavy, talking about in the fight before, the wine, I was drunk, he gets Israel Adesanya and all that, right? And you got Luke Rockhold, who at this point has been denoted as the man with the glass chin, has been denoted as the former champion who is a beast, who now can't take a punch, who isn't taking it seriously, who should really be a Tommy Hilfiger model more than he should be a UFC fighter. And I can't lie, the man is gorgeous, right? This is one of the, I mean, even Botticina said it. He was all like, bro, I'm like top 5 best looking people ever. But Rockhold's got to be at least number 2 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got the respect on all aspects, but there's two way different styles of fight right here. Rockhold says, I'm a better wrestler. I'm better at jiu-jitsu. I'm going to take him down. I'm going to knock him out. He's not going to be able to fight with me on the outside. Botticina says, look at all the other dudes who have said that. And every time they hit me, what do? I walk through it and I say, hey, yeah, give me more while I throw bombs at you and knock you the fuck out. So, AJ, Taylor two heels. I know you're a Rockhold guy. I know I'm going Costa here. But, like, let's be honest. Who is the true heel here? Because I kind of feel like it's Costa in a weird way.
I kind of feel like it's Costa, but I feel like Costa, for some reason, still has this nice guy energy that he wants to like portray, and he hasn't fully dug into the heel kind of status where Luke Rockhold, and this was a hard one to have to pick because you're right. Tail of two heels, which one do you want? I don't like either of these guys, but if I had to choose, I was literally sitting there like, man, like who is it? You know, who's going to be the one to actually get things done? Like I said before in the intro, it came down to the attitude, the mindset. But Mr. Glass Chin does give me a lot of worry, man, because Botticina is throwing heavy heat. And if you looked at how he had this last weight cut compared to his, the one before was botched anyway, or even the Marvin Vettori one, yeah, man, he is looking stout. He's looking sharp. He's cut. He had Patty Pimblett coming in and helping him, giving a little bit of advice. So he's taking it a little bit more seriously. Paulo Costa gives me a lot of reason to worry.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And he did say something that was interesting. He was like, yeah, I tore a ligament in my bicep in the last fight, so I wasn't able to train properly. At this point, man, you give one excuse, you're going to give a million excuses. That's not even here nor there. But I do think that stylistically, matchup-wise, this is a very intriguing bout because Costa is a little, I mean, not a little, he's a reckless man. He comes in and he disregards technique because he just throws hands. Rockhold is a very technical man, kicks lightning fast. The only question is, the only man we've really seen like clip Costa where you're just like, what just happened, was Izzy. It's the only guy. But Izzy is also death by 1,000 feints, right? He's sitting there the whole time just giving you little movements to the point where Costa literally just stood there and was just like, all right, bro, what's up? That's how you kind of get in the head, though. You frustrate him. You do not come at... He wants a man who's either going to come at him or who's going to sit back against the cage while he just storms towards you. What do you think Rockhold is going to be? Is he going to be either of those? Do you think he's just going to be moving at all times? Like, how do you envision Luke Rockhold coming in here, especially with the PTSD of knowing, God damn, I've been getting my chin cracked time and time again. Like, what do you think he's going to come out and do?
I think he's going to be staying patient, staying on the outside, staying to that, who is he, Perillo? Jason Perillo?
Jason Perillo.
Yeah. Staying to the game plan that Perillo preaches and work the kicks, man. Stay at range, stay away from this dude's power, get him hurt into the body, get Costa thinking, we're going all this other stuff, and then keep it on the bicycle and let Botticina tire himself out, throwing those big bombs. Because the last thing you want is one of those big power shots to come up and you don't have the guard high, you're not blocking anything, and you actually do get cracked. And that's the worry for Luke Rockhold. So I say stay away from it. Yeah. Stay on the outside, lead with the kicks, get the jab out there, keep him away as much as possible, and then get him tired and then go in for the kill. Do you see another route?
Man, I do see another route, man, because I do think that Luke Rockhold, man, has a route of wrestling, for real, man. Like, if you look at the Jan Blachowicz fight, right? Yes, it was at 205, but is it that far off, given that Costa is pretty much a 205er who just cuts stupid amounts of weight to get to 185, right? By the time fight night comes around, the man's going to be 200 plus, right? So this is the point. Luke Rockhold, quick to be able to press him up forward, right? Throw a right hand and then immediately dip down for the double, right? Get him against the cage and then start trying to work. He spent almost a full round, literally just cage control, just trying to get him down, right? The only problem about Costa is that for whatever reason, no matter who he fights, even if it's Vettori, it doesn't matter. If you take him down, he just stands up. Like, he's like, jiu-jitsu isn't real. I just stand up, So he just ends up getting back up to his feet. And how did Jan knock out Luke Rockhold? Rockhold was winning the exchanges until you got into close quarters and Jan just threw that little cheeky little hook, right? And knocked his fucking lights out. And guess what? If you let Costa get anywhere near your proximity, bro, he's going to be crazy body kicks. It's going to be big hooks, head kicks, whatever. So I'm not going to lie. Luke Rockhold, do I think he's the more skillful fighter? Absolutely. But I think that this is going to be another case, right, of the skillful fighter doesn't always win. The guy who has the nuclear option, sometimes, man, he just fucking wins. Shout out Francis Ngannou. Shout out Muhammad Usman over Zach Pauga, right? In a fight Pauga was clearly winning, Usman just landed the shot, and it was like, all right, well, that's it. So here's my question, final before we move into wagers. Yes, do I think Rockhold has multiple paths to victory? Absolutely. For Costa, what's his path to victory? Storm through, bulldoze, right? But at the end of the day here, AJ, do you think that Luke Rockhold can remain perfect for 15 minutes? Or do you think Costa catches him? Because if this goes to a decision, man, I just don't know shit about MMA, I guess. So what do you think?
Yeah, I mean that's the real hardest part is not only does Luke Rockhold have to remain perfect, but he has to not get clipped. Because I think once he gets clipped, then the mental starts to suffer. Even if he doesn't go out, I think then he gets a little shook and then the PTSD comes in. Last thing you want is that same feeling of you're getting your bell rung and then woo, you kind of get the little, the little buzz going. You start seeing a little bit of stars and you start worrying like, oh shit, is it happening again? And then you're already on a negative mindset. Can he do it? Yes. Will he do it? We're going to see. But if I'm going anywhere, I am going to have to go with that plus, 550 decision. Because I don't really see, of the prop bets, the decision pick is the one I'm seeing the best. But if you're going to take anything right there, I think you take the money line, that plus 255. It's kind of a little easier, kind of a little juicier. But if I'm having to choose a way this fight ends, I'm thinking decision because I don't really see the submission. Not really happening. The TKO, if you're going to see a TKO, a ground and pound finish, man, at plus 1,000, something way nice to bet on. But I don't know about that, brother. I don't know about that one.
When I'm taking a look at it, though, bro, that's the kind of interesting thing is I thought you were going to go TKO in favor of Luke Rockhold. And the only reason why I say that is, like, let's look at the last couple of wins for Rockhold. You have David Branch, knocked him out. Chris Weidman, knocked him out. Machida, choked him out. Bisping, choked him out. Tim Boetsch, submitted him. And then Philippou, knocked him out. So there's no decisions here for Rockhold. Like, when's the last time the man had a decision to win? It was 2012 against Tim Kennedy, right? So that's why I'm like, okay, I can see. We've seen Paulo Costa get tired. We've seen him when he's in favorable positions. That's kind of Rockhold's whole thing. Is he's saying Costa's weak-minded. When he faces adversity, he breaks. I'm going to break him. I'm going to take his soul. I'm going to do this. How do you do that? You make him tired. You debilitate him, and then you drop elbows on his face and fucking, you know what I mean? Get him out of there. So I think that's the way for Luke Rockhold. I find it very hard-pressed to see him winning a decision. But, I mean, listen, man, both of those numbers are juicy. Plus 550 for a decision, plus 1,000 for a TKO. I'm going to take the layup, and I'm going to take the Paulo Costa minus 150 nuclear option all day long, and I'm taking the under 1.5 rounds. And what I'm betting on here, AJ, is not that Luke Rockhold is bad. It's that you haven't fought in 3 years, you haven't won in 5 years, and when you get in there against a dude who is a monster of a man, who we know you have to be the top echelon to get a victory over, let's be honest, Marvin Vettori, top echelon. Israel Adesanya, top echelon. I just think that's how it goes. So Paulo Costa, TKO, under 1.5 for me. But let's see, man. You might really just strike gold here with the Luke Rockhold decision win. And I do think, yes, take the TKO minus 150 over the minus 310 decision, or minus 310 money line for Paulo Costa. That's what I believe. That is your co-main event. Got a lot of steam on it, folks, so enjoy that.